We are live here on Shaggy TV. Sorry about the quiet there. Logitech decided to do an update. And, well, my microphone decided it needed the update and apparently disconnected from my Streamlabs. But we got it all figured out. You can hear me now. And, well, we're here at Knoxville Raceway. Round number 2 here in the UMPs for the Corn Belt UMP Modified Tour. And right now we got 6 guys in the gate. Plan on having a couple more here, but let's go ahead and show you some of these guys here. Is DJ Miller in the 185. We got Brian Warner Jr. in the 57. Very similar looking cars. Why did they do that to me? Dustin Reagan in the 33. Mason Dangerfield in the 13, but I believe... No, okay, we did get that changed. Yeah, last week it said it was a different number, but he had 13 on the car, and there we see it. William Hess pulling out on the track, and what we're led to believe is the 9 machine. Right now, see, Brian Warner Jr. still not on the track. Pretty much touched on everybody here. Let's go back up. Let's zone out. Let's see if we can see any battles on track. Doesn't look like there are any. Just kind of running single file, getting a little bit of track time in here. If you're out there watching, let us know who you're rooting for. Give us a like. Hit that subscribe button. Don't miss a race. I do a lot of iRacing broadcasting. So like I say, hit that button. Make sure you don't miss anything here on Shaggy TV. Let's see, Michael Lonis. So close to getting one done. Gotta love that paint job, though, from the 5. That thing is a good looking paint on that ride tonight. We may have to, you're hearing it there. That one camera, I hate to do this, I really do. But we're going to have to pause this and you're going to get a little bit of iRacing Insider here. Actually, you know what, I won't pause it. Get to see a little bit live, I don't mind doing that. So I'm going to be messing around with the volumes. We want this corner a little louder. This one will move to the same here. And then this next camera angle here, you're going to notice it's way up there. A little loud for us. So we're going to... Just different cars. Normally I do a little bit of sprint car racing. So I should have thought ahead here. There we go. That should be all right. There we go. No harm, no foul. Gonna sound a lot better now. Worth it. It's Dustin Reagan getting a little squirrely there in 3 and 4. Couldn't make it to the pits. Gonna have to hit that tow button. Lebanon, Missouri native here running the lip in 1 and 2. Gonna try to diamond off a little bit. Try to get a little speed through the middle of the corner. Enter in low once again into 3. This looks like a pretty decent lap here for Brian. Here we go. This is how mistaked I am here. And as you realize, the D12 logo, I promise you I put the new one in there for the Corn Belt series, but I must not have clicked save to the overlay, so that will be fixed here next week. That's an ode to the last series they ran, the Dirty Dozen in the Pro Late models. So just pretend that's a UMP with a big muscular corn man in front of it this evening. Mason Dangerfield back out here in this 13. He's getting as close as he can to the wall there in 1 and 2. Going right back up there on the entrance of 3. A tuck back low, though, in the middle of 3 and 4. And on the exit, not. He actually did float up. It took him a while to get there, though. Wasn't in a hurry to float that thing upstairs. You see the time up there, a little over a minute here as Mason Dangerfield gets a little bit too high coming off of 4, touches the front stretch wall. I have to go and get a new hot rod. So Michael Lonis here runs a little bit. See, he floats up right to the top of the wall, right in the middle of the backstretch. Almost perfect there coming out of 2. There out of 4 again, and this 5 looks like he's going to be a quick car here tonight. Very smooth. If he can get towards the front, he's going to be hard to get around. Ryan Warner Jr. and DJ Miller going hard at each other, and like I said, they did not make it easy on me. Very similar looking cars, those guys. Gotta love it. So DJ Miller on the inside here, I believe. No, DJ Miller is not on the inside. It's Brian Warner Jr. on the inside. So Brian Warner Jr. is the one with the majority green front end. That's how we're going to tell them apart. Warm-up time is over here, and we're going to get ready to go into qualifying here. As here we go. 6 cars here, and, you know, I look forward to a lot of green flag racing here with 6 of the best drivers, and I don't look for Knoxville Raceway to disappoint here this evening. As they get ready to go into qualifying. You know the drill. Keep an eye on the bottom of your screen there. Purple is fastest out of anyone. Green is your best time. Yellow, well, you don't want yellow. That's slow. That's slower than your personal best. So you're definitely aiming for much, much better than that. But we'll have to see here as we go around. Let's take a look at the 5 of Michael Lonis. It's a good exit off of 2. See as he sends it into turn 3. Slide it through 4. Michael Lonis with quick time in sector 2, and that is going to move him to the top of the charts right now. Michael Lonis, P1, but only by 0.03 of a second over this man. Let's see if DJ Miller can improve. He comes out of 4. He comes to the line. Slower all around. He's going to need a big lap number 3. Mason Dangerfield, as he completes his first lap, purple in sector 2. Only going to be good enough for P4. As Michael Lonis comes around to finish up his qualifying effort. But right now, William Hess, you see purple in sector 1. Oh, William Hess, quick time in the 9 machine. Dustin Reagan, there you see it purple in sector 1, but slower in sector 2. Still moves him up to P2. Not going to be able to take it from this man, though, William Hess. William doesn't improve on lap number 2. Third and final lap here. Let's pay attention to the sector colors here. William Hess slower in sector 1. Not looking like it's going to be any better here as Dustin Reagan improves enough. He takes over the lead. William Hess, purple, sector 2. Does that move him back up top? No, it doesn't. Not enough to get by the 33 of Dustin Reagan. Dustin Reagan sets quick time here this evening. I believe Brian Warner Jr., it's telling me that he's on his 3rd lap. Yeah, this is an extra lap. So he was just out there running around, but checkered flag is waving on qualifying, and we are going to roll in to tonight's first and only heat race here, I believe. As yes, they are going to just throw all 6 of them in here. Let's go ahead and bring you up the starting grid here for heat race number 1. Starting on the pole, the double 3 of Dustin Reagan. It is outside the 9 of William Hess. Inside of row number 2, we've got the 5 of Michael Lonis, and it is outside in the 185, DJ Miller. Rounding out the field tonight in row number 3, we've got the 57 of Brian Warner Jr., and he's outside in the 1-3, Mason Dangerfield. Here we go, around Knoxville Raceway. Pace truck should be pulling in this time, and the 33 of Dustin Reagan will bring us to the green flag. Because here, I'm lying to you, we are going to go around one more time here. Get a little more heat in the motors. Knoxville Raceway, it's a real fast track. Expect clean racing here, but it's gonna be hard racing. You gotta touch a little bit to pass, especially on this fresher racetrack. Track's not really tore up yet. So there's gonna be one preferred line, and everybody's gonna be fighting for it. But as we head into turn 3, these guys will pull the belts tight one more time here as the green gets ready to fly at Knoxville Raceway. The 33's ready to play. The green flag's high. Let's go racing at Knoxville Raceway. Racing hard in the back here. Let's watch it. The 13 of Mason Dangerfield trying to hook up that bottom and go down there while DJ Miller, rough start to him. He's going to fall back to the back, battle for the lead. William Hess trying to see if he can't get a run on that 33 of Dustin Reagan as he looks low entering turn 1. Got speed, but just can't really pull in the middle of the corner, and it's just going to have to settle with P2 for now. He's going to send it in there one more time. Going to make a lot of time on corner entry. The battle coming off. He does close in. Sideways in the middle of 1 and 2, but he just runs out of room. The 96 of William Hess there. He just has to lift out of the throttle, and he's got to try to go back by him. But like I said, when you want that middle bottom here, it's really, really tough to complete the pass without getting into someone. And William Hess, he's showing, hey man, I got some speed. I may have to rough you up a little bit as he's running out of options here. As cross flags in the air here, halfway, 4 to go at Knoxville Raceway. William Hess slowly inching in, and right behind him, the 5 of Michael Lonis, finally able to separate from Mason Dangerfield a little bit. Gonna see if he can't run these guys down. Let's see if we can find this here. Let's go on board. Let's watch the leaders here from P3, Michael Lonis' point of view. So there you go. They are battling hard in front of them. See the 9 trying to just counter back, cut down in the middle of the corner, but not having any luck. Not able to really pull him in. Maybe knowing, hey, I don't necessarily need to win this heat. I'm going to start second in the feature. Going to have a lot of time. Let's just take our time here. Don't need an enemy as white flags in the air. Final time here around Knoxville. Michael Lonis feeling a little bit of heat there from Mason Dangerfield, but the 33 of Dustin Reagan goes through 3 and 4 for the final time as the checkered flag is high in the air and heat race number 1 is over. Winner, Dustin Reagan in the 33, William Hess P2, Michael Lonis P3, Mason Dangerfield 4th, Brian Warner Jr. 5th, and DJ Miller coming. He's going to start in the 6th and final spot here in our feature this evening. We're going to leave you with some sights and sounds here at Knoxville Raceway, but I'm going to step away for just a minute, and we'll be right back here with your feature action. As you see, we got a little over 30 seconds here of warm-ups, as right now the 5 of Michael Lonis is at the top of the charts. By almost a tenth of a second over the 9 of William Hess here, or the 96. I believe that's a 9.6. Let's see here. Yeah, that's 96 for sure. I'm going to tell you 9 on the thing, but we can see that. 96. Excuse me there. I thought I clicked the mic button, or the mute button. Didn't do a very good job of it. But the checkered flag is out here on the final warm-up session of the night, and we're going to go right into your feature race here at the Knoxville Raceway. And like I say, only 6 cars here, but 6 of the best here in the UMPs. And I look forward to 35 laps here of non-stop racing. As with these guys, you know, you don't really expect that many cautions. Maybe 1 or 2 here. Don't want to jinx us, but go ahead and read you off that starting grid here for the feature this evening of the UMP Corn Belt Series. Starting on the pole, the 33 of Dustin Reagan, it is outside in the 9, William Hess. Michael Lonis rolls off on the inside of row number 2 in the 5, and it is outside in the lucky number 13, Mason Dangerfield. Running out the field tonight in row number 3, we have the 57 of Brian Warner Jr. into his outside, the 185 of DJ Miller. So we should do 2 pace laps here, I believe. But you can ask my wife. I've been wrong before. In fact, she'd tell you I'm wrong very often. But this time, I would be correct. She wouldn't admit that, but I would be correct here. We're going to roll around one more time around here at Knoxville Raceway, and William Hess trying to get a little heat in those tires, but awfully close to that 33 of Dustin Reagan. And, you know, green flag's getting ready to fly, but look at this beautiful sunset here at Knoxville Raceway, as this is what the drivers will see as they enter turn 3 here for the final time before the green flag waves. As let's get ready to play in the clay at Knoxville Raceway, the 33 of Dustin Reagan brings us to the green flag. Michael Lonis fighting hard to keep on to P3, trying to fend off the 13 of Mason Dangerfield, and good run by the 5 of Michael Lonis as he tries to get a run here on the 96 of William Hess. Gonna run the high side coming out of 4. Not able to diamond back in and take the bottom. I think the high side is where that 5 wants to be right now. As you see the guy single file. Let's see where Dustin's going. It is a case of follow the leader. They want that middle high groove right now. That seems to be fast as Dustin diamonds off a 4 and everybody behind says monkey see, monkey do. Follow the 33. Into turn 3 on lap 3. Pretty much single file throughout the field. Brian Warner Jr., the only guy to lose a spot, and he did it to his paint job brother here in the 185. DJ Miller is the twins back here fighting through 1 and 2. William Hess knows he's got plenty of time left on that clock, but he's slowly reeling in your leader in the 33. Let's go ahead. Let's try and pull up a little lap times here. As you see, Dustin Hess has been quick, and then look at Michael Lonis. Michael Lonis actually the quickest out of those 3 drivers the last 2 laps and this lap as well. Hess quicker than the leader, but Lonis quicker than both of them. So not by much on Hess, but enough that we're going to have a 3-car battle for the lead here on lap 7. We still have 28 laps to go here. I told you we were due for a good one. The track developed just right here. You're in that good Heat 3, Heat 4 stage right now. The track where the track is racy. You can find grip if you drive it right all over. But the 5 right now just a little tight on entry. Can't get under that 96 of William Hess. William Hess looking to the high side here. Trying to go to the top shelf where Mama hides the cookies through 3 and 4. Can he get a run? He's going to be side by side here. Just has that fender. Going to pinch down the 33. The 33 gets tight on entry, and all of a sudden, we have a new leader. The 96 of William Hess. Going to try to walk away with this thing as the 33. He feels the pressure from the 5 of Michael Lonis. Michael Lonis trying to go upstairs. He watched the 96 do it. Little tight there as he got a right rear thrown in front of him. Had to push up the track, and now he's got to go to work just to run back down the 33. Back in the back, DJ Miller not able to keep pace with the 13 of Mason Dangerfield, and right now feeling the pressure here from Brian Warner Jr.'s. Only 6 guys. Nobody wants to come in that 6th spot. Everyone wants a top 5 here. We're going to have to keep an eye on this throughout the night. Those guys will race each other hard. Your leader, William Hess, not able to really pull away from the 33 is, like I said, you know, it was monkey see, monkey do. They were following Dustin around earlier. Now Dustin's able to see, hey, William was beating me, you know, let's say in the middle of 3 and 4. Let's try this. And, you know, speaking of let's try this, look, he goes to the bottom. Why not? He makes up some time. The 33, you know, sometimes you don't want to be the guy out front. It's tough knowing where the quick line is, where you got to defend, and the 33's finding something here in 3 and 4. Let's go up to the booth here. Let's watch a lap from up top. Let's just see, as Michael Lonis, you know, you saw he made that mistake earlier trying to go on the top shelf around the 33. He has run them back down. This is a 3-man race again here. Coming out of 4. We're going to have 21 to go. Not even halfway. No cautions yet. Just like I suspected, you know, smaller field, really good drivers. They've given each other room. They've raced hard. And, you know, speaking of racing hard, I told you they were going to race for this final spot. Everyone wants the top 5. Brian Warner Jr. going to go to the bottom here, trying to take over P5. But the battle is turned up on the lead, and we cannot look away. Dustin Reagan looking to the bottom in 1 and 2, trying to see if he can mount a run. But now if he looks up in that rearview mirror, he's got a rear end full of that 5. Michael Lonis is really quick right now. Let's pull back up those lap times that we looked at earlier. So Michael Lonis has been the fastest car 3 out of the last 5. Last lap, Dustin Reagan, big hiccup. You can see 3/10 off of Hess trying to defend, and then Lonis 2/10 off of him. So, I mean, it's just both of them, you know, the kind of Lonis has to react to Reagan's mistake, and it really slowed him down. But if Michael Lonis can find a way around this 33, he might have something to say. And, well, the 13 of Mason Dangerfield, he said, Shaggy, don't forget about me, man. I am running these guys down. Right now, my last lap was a 19.23, and the leader was a 19.26. So, with a little bit of help and a little bit of hard racing in front of him, that 13 wants to dance here in the final 5 to 10 laps. But there he goes. Michael Lonis going to look to the bottom in 1 and 2. Can he secure a pass? As we go up to the drone cam here, Michael Lonis looks underneath on the entry of 3. Just can't keep the momentum, and, well, there we go. The 33 slips up a little bit. You saw the 5 of Michael Lonis. He's got to get aggressive, and just doesn't get aggressive enough. Tightens up on the entrance of 1, and see, he pays for it through the whole corner as the 33 of Dustin Reagan able to get a good drive off of 2. William Hess says, guys, go ahead, man. Keep racing hard, please. I will just walk away with this thing. And that is exactly what he wants right now. Exactly. Those guys just going toe-to-toe back there. You know, Dustin, he's trying to run quick laps, but he's got to go too defensive. he's not, necessarily running that fastest line off the corner there. He was running the middle those last couple laps, just trying to pinch the 5 down. Now he moves back up to the high side, but just a little slower than the 5 on entry. And Michael Lonis is just running out of options to get around this 33. He looks to the high side. Now he's going to try to diamond underneath coming off a 2, but the 33 just shuts the door. He's doing everything correctly. And I mean, just textbook driving. The 5, can he get a good run off a 4? No, he gets the door shut on him by the 33. Nothing he can do. Let's see if these guys settle down back here. Brian Warner Jr. was able to get by DJ Miller and walk away from him. Is pretty big gap to Mason Dangerfield. Mason, not really any dreams of 3rd place right now unless those guys get to racing hard in front of him. And Brian Warner Jr., same deal kind of. He's got a big gap to Mason in front of him, but side by side is 2nd and 3rd. Michael Lonis looks to the bottom one more time in 3 and 4. Can he get to the door? Oh, he's going to do more than that. The 33 in the wall, and the 5's got to throw a slider here. That's exactly what he does. Michael Lonis to P2, and now you got 8.5 laps to go play a little game of tag. You got to go up there and try to get to that leader, William Hess. You got to quit looking in that rearview mirror. You got to forget about the 33 behind you, and you got to go after this man up front. As William Hess, he's gotten that lead up to 1.3 seconds. And you got to think, unless Michael Lonis really had something hidden in the bag here, he's just going to run out of time. Can we even see those two on the same screen here as we zoom out? No, we can't. Michael Lonis, you see, he's got work to do. We said it was 1.3 at the line last time, and now it's going to be 1.34. So Michael Lonis maybe just overdriving a little bit, trying to make up that distance. He's hoping, he's saying, DJ, can't you spin out? Brian, come on. Somebody do something. As he needs help to get to this 96. And at the same time, this man right here, he says, Shaggy, shut up. I want this thing to stay green. I earned this thing in the Bilstein 96. I've got some speed here, but Michael Lonis is just praying. He is praying to the racing gods. He says, come on, I need a little bit of help. 4 to go. You can see, he does see your leader now. Has dipped into it. Got that lead down to, well, it was 1.5 in the middle of the corner. Back up to 1.2. Going down the straightaway is Michael Lonis. When he hits his marks, he is slowly reeling him in. But just not enough time. Let's go on board and really see that gap. Dustin Reagan lost touch with the 5. Mason Dangerfield in his own. Oh, look at this. Brian Warner Jr. has caught up to Mason Dangerfield as we've got 2 more times, 2 more circuits around the Knoxville Raceway. And there goes Brian Warner Jr. around Mason Dangerfield to take over P4. Coming through 3 and 4. Freddie's got the white flag in his hand as it's waving high one more time around Knoxville Raceway. Oh, contact down the front stretch. There you see him. William Hess, just too much for the rest of the field tonight. Able to pull away to a 2.5 lead, and Michael Lonis could do nothing to run him down. The 96 of William Hess takes the checkers at Knoxville Raceway, followed by the 5 of Michael Lonis, the 33 of Dustin Reagan, the 57 of Brian Warner Jr. DJ Miller brings home P5, and Mason Dangerfield, we saw that contact going down the front stretch. Let's see if we can see what happened here. Here we go. Mason Dangerfield in that white machine. Got into the back of Brian Warner Jr. A little contact here. Not sure what happened there. If something broke, possibly, with the contact. Tightened up. Let's see here if we can get a little better view. Hmm. It's definitely not turning for him. Oh yeah, you see the left front broke somehow on that contact, bouncing up and down. So tough way to end the night here for that 30 or for that lucky number 13. Not so lucky here tonight, but in the double three of Dustin Reagan started on the pole, able to bring home P3. All in all, a decent night for him. We'll let these drivers take a minute to catch their breath here and let them find their way into Discord. And well, it looks like Dustin has found his way into Discord. Is Hey Dustin, Shaggy up here in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yep, copy.
Well, hey man, you started P1, able to hold on to that podium tonight. Not a huge field, but dude, you know those two guys in front of you, they knew how to drive.
Yeah, I know. It's always tough racing those two.
Well,
Uh,
is there anything you think you could have done different here tonight at Knoxville, or just kind of a product of maybe not the most experience in this car, and you just got a little bit of work to do.
yeah, I got a little bit of work to do. I might have had something from Michael if I wouldn't have tapped that wall there, but it is what it is, and yeah, I just need more laps really.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about tapping the wall there, and you were. I mean, Michael, it seemed like he had a little more pace than you, but not enough to get around you. And like you said, I believe if you don't tap that wall, may have a different story here. You may have came home P2, but tough break, Dustin. Still able to bring home third place. Not a bad run, all in all. Who you want to thank, my man?
Uh, Dice Race Designs, Regan's Renos LLC, and I guess just my wife for letting me be on here racing. So,
Yeah,
and obviously these guys for putting the league on.
yeah, 100%. And good move to remember the wife there. That's always a bad deal if you forget them. They don't forget about it. That's for sure. But hell of a job here, Dustin. Congratulations, man. Looking forward to a lot more of these this season.
Yep, thanks.
That's Dustin Reagan, your P3 finisher. And with that, we're going to jump up to a man who, Michael, I say it every time, P2 is kind of becoming your home here. You had a quick car at the end, but just no caution, and it just took you too long to get around the 33. Do you think if you get a caution, you got something for the leader?
Yeah, I would probably won that race. Nothing against William, but I probably would have won that race. But I don't think I've ever tried to pass somebody for so many laps so hard since I've been iRacing. So Dustin was giving up a fight, and good on him. I'm not saying anything bad, but like I said, I was just biding my time. I figured any minute now, and I had to get on the brakes 2 or 3 times, just trying my best not to get into him. And he bobbled a couple times. I think I tapped him, but no harm, no foul. But yeah, man, I definitely think I had the car to win. But I mean, we're fixed race, fixed setup. It's Knoxville. It's very technical, and especially in these cars, they're not, I'm not going to call them underpowered, but they're so underpowered compared to a late model that it's really hard to make that kind of ground up. So, like I said, caution came out. I think we would have had it, even if I wasn't in second, even if I was still in third, I think I would have had something. So we were all right there tight, and I just kind of got caught up. And yeah, one of these nights. I've won some with you with the other series, but this Tuesday night deal has been a struggle.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those deals. I mean, you talked a little bit about it. I mean, definitely Dustin did what he had to do. Not bad racing by him, but you can
No,
just hear it in your voice. I mean, and I know it from driving these. How frustrating is it when the guy in front of you, you have the speed, but they're just hitting that line so perfect in the middle. Whereas, after William got around him when he left the door open up top, he wasn't
yeah,
doing that again. You tried to
yeah,
go upstairs, he shut the door. Then you'd go to the bottom and he'd run the middle, and it's just
yeah.
man, guide us through how you keep your mindset cool and you still complete that pass.
Well, when all that stuff went down, I think it was lap 13 or 14. I looked down and I'm like, all right, we still got 20 laps, pretty much triple or double what we've already done. Just any minute now, he's gonna miss the mark. He's gonna tap the wall, and he did a couple times. But like you said, he wasn't getting off. It just seemed like it wasn't. I don't think he was mirror driving me at all. It's just searching for whatever he could find. And in the meantime, I'm back there doing the same. And yeah, just the mindset of I've always been a pretty even keeled guy. You'll never watch me go in here. I'm not a big fan of slide jobs. Uh, Tonight I took one, but it was. I mean, I was way clear. I knew I had him clear, but you won't see me. I'm not the guy that throws the sliders. I'm the guy. I'll definitely throw them back, but I don't start the fight. I
Yeah,
just try
but
to
when he
finish it.
gets in the wall
But
like that,
when
you
he
did
got in the
what you had to
wall,
do.
yeah, I was tired of
Exactly.
chasing him. So, like I said, just knowing that, I guess my logic, my whole real racing career and this deal would be live to race another day. We only had 6 cars tonight, so I guess I could be a lot more aggressive. But I'm so used to racing with 15, 15, 18 people in points, and I've always been a really good points racer. I always qualify up front and usually stay out of trouble for the most part. And racing guys clean goes a long way when you're sitting there leading points and they could care less. And you see it happen to a lot more guys than me that they get taken out or raced hard. So I think I'm sure you've been with us for a little while. I think you've kind of noticed that I'm not saying I'm superior to anybody or just because I own the league, because guys like Robbie Milburn and Tyler Frankenberry, all these guys, they race me just as hard as they race each other, but everybody races me pretty clean just because I think I race them pretty clean. So like I said, I always tell these guys, race how you want to be raced. We don't have race control, so if you dish something out, just I don't want to hear you complaining when you get it back. So, but yeah, great race. I mean, I thought it was going to be a snooze fest there about in the heat race, and then I think we made something of it for what we had tonight. Brock and all them guys are on vacation. Justin had to work, and had a few guys that missed the bell. So, like I said, we'll regroup, and I'm kind of glad to get this place out of the way.
Yeah,
So
this place is definitely fast, but man, you
it's not
see.
fast in these things.
Well, no,
So,
yeah, and especially like you said, when some guys are on vacation and stuff, track doesn't necessarily wear, and well, it's
right.
hard. It's hard to pass, and man, you
Yep.
showed you can pass, but boy, you got to work
It
on it for a
You
long
got to work
time.
hard. Yeah, it ain't as easy as tracks like Fairbury and stuff like that. That's always been my mo. That's my track, my kind of track. High bank, short tracks, and this place just balls the wall. And like I said, it's so hard in a underpowered car like this. If you make a mistake, it's so hard to get that speed back, and it almost takes you half a lap to regroup and get your stuff together. So, but yeah,
Well,
good win
hell,
on Hess, and like I said, I appreciate everybody coming out. Good run by Dustin.
yeah, man. All in all, you guys put on a good show, and like you say, just no caution tonight. You couldn't get lucky, man, but you clearly had a quick car, and you were slowly trickling down that lead. But good run tonight here, Michael. Who you want to thank on that P2?
I got to thank High Point Firearms, Ghost Energy, True Form, uh, Dice Race Designs, BCR Sim Products, Dave with Black Skull Ranch. Appreciate him. iRacing Dirt Memes. Thank everybody for signing in, watching this deal. Chris Ferguson, talked to him today with CFM. We got some exciting stuff coming on for the Spring Fling. Majula C Speed Shop and FML STC Racing. And then lastly, my wife putting on taking care of the housely duties while I come down here and hide in the basement.
Yeah, amen, man. And, I warned Dustin, can't forget to thank the wife there. That's the most
Yeah.
important. Happy wife, happy life. But
Oh man, so I've only known Dustin personally now for about 3-4 months, and real quick, I'll let you get to William. But one night we were racing some hosteds, and he goes, "Hey, I gotta go," and it was his lobby, I think, and he goes, "The wife's complaining or something." I don't know if he said that or not, but he's like, "My wife's yelling at me," is what he said. And then about 15 minutes later, it said he had packet loss, and I said, "Dang." She done went down there and ripped the modem out of the wall. So like I said, nothing against it. Obviously, that probably didn't want to happen, but like you said, happy wife, happy life, and like I said, we're lucky that we got what we've got and getting on.
yeah, well, good run here, Michael. And, man, I say it, but we both know it, man. It's coming in this Tuesday night deal. It's coming.
We'll put one on, I promise. So,
All righty, man. Good run tonight, Michael.
all right, thanks. See ya.
We're going to move on up to talk to our winner here tonight. Kept him waiting long enough. William, Well, Dustin opened up the top shelf, man, and did you know you were going to be able to get the pass done up there, or was it a case of I got to go where the leader isn't?
It was kind of just felt the momentum come in. I was running I'd say a higher line than him, just a little bit, and 3 and 4, and I'd kind of feel momentum come, and I'd get up and under him. So I just decided to stick to that middle kind of high line, and we got enough to pass.
Yeah, you definitely got enough to get around him, and you're able to work out to. You almost had a 2-second lead there by the time the 5 could get around the 33. Were you just praying you didn't see a caution and this thing stayed green?
And I know I was sitting there watching lap times, and every lap I seen old Lonis knock a couple tenths off. And if a caution came out, I mean, that would have been Lonis's race all day long. So it was just luck me being able to be up here in the podium.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Luck has nothing to do with building up a 2-second lead. You were fast as hell tonight, William. You've shown you're going to be a big force here in this UMP modified series. Throttle control's the key in these, and you're showing you got it. So big win here tonight, William. Who you want to thank?
I want to thank Kenny's Machine Service, Tolly's Car Care, Hess Decals, Rucker Racing, CF Martin. That's about it, man. Hoping I can, keep clicking these ones off, man. It's good to finally be up here and get some momentum going with the wins.
Yeah, definitely, and especially at a track like Knoxville, on this not so worn in track here, it was hard to pass, but you shoved the nose up top, you got it done. Hell of a win tonight here, man, William, and looking forward to a lot more of these.
Hey, thank you, buddy.
That's William Hess, your feature winner here this evening, and with that, we'll be signing off here on Shaggy TV. I am Zach Chapman. Like I say, give it a like, give it a subscribe. Tune in. I do a lot of iRacing here. Tomorrow night, I'm doing a 360 and a 410 sprint car show. So, like I say, give it a like, give it a subscribe. Make sure you don't miss any of these. But we will be back with the Corn Belt UMP Modified Series next Tuesday night at 9:30. So with that, have a good evening and make sure and behave. Take it easy.